So I think for a lot of golfers, they feel that the ball striking is not great with the irons. They definitely don't hit the ball as far as they feel they should. And when I watch most golfers hit shots from a decent setup position, you generally see poor contact with the ball. And even when the accuracy is decent, that distance is way back for that clubhead speed. Occasionally, though, they get that shot that the swing feels incredibly similar. They get a better contact on the golf ball, but the ball just pops up in the air, and even though it goes a little bit further, still lacks distance. But what not enough golfers see is that when they get over that golf ball, from that address position, they get a powerful strike, a great ball flight, still the control, but a huge pickup in distance. So what I'm going to show you is the difference that occurs at impact, and more importantly, what you need to do for 2 to 3 seconds before you hit any shot from the ground that's going to guarantee more shots like that last one. Now, I know what you're thinking. Can it be that easy that just literally something that 2 to 3 seconds before I hit any shot can produce some good, great results like that? Well, the answer is clearly yes. So let's talk about what the difference at impact is between the bad one and the good one. So from a decent address position, what you'll see with most golfers when they do the slow motion of their swing is they'll be happy with a lot of things on the way back. But on the way down, they start to release the club early, the body stops, and almost like the club head overtakes the hands, adds loft, but what that does is it makes the lowest point of the golf swing behind the ball. So very often they'll hit the ground, maybe thin it or top it, but the one they get a decent strike on, there's just a lot too much loft there. Now the difference between that and a great ball striker, not a huge difference on the way back, but with the good ball strikers, you see the weight shift into that lead side very early, the body start to unwind through the shot, and you see the shaft lean forward much more, and just an incredibly different impact position. Now for most golfers, they rehearse lots of different parts of their swing, lots of different positions, and yet the only position that really counts with the golf swing is impact. We'll see a lot of good players, great players, in very different positions in different parts of the swing, but back at impact they're all very similar. So what we're going to rehearse is before we do any swing, we're going to rehearse the ideal impact position. So you're going to set yourself up, and what you're going to feel is you're going to move the pressure into that lead foot and then rotate the body, the hips and the chest out of the way. And you can see as you do that, it gets much more shaft lean and even that trail heels coming off the floor. So you're going to get there, move into position and count 1, 2, 3. And then you're going to try and recreate that position during the golf swing. And straight away felt ball then ground, and we can see on TrackMan, nice club head speed for me, good ball speed, low point ahead of the golf ball, so the club's travelled down 3 degrees, launching at 19.7 degrees and carrying at 172. Now, obviously I'm using tech to give you some feedback. Visually that was very obvious that the ball launched a bit lower and obviously went a bit further. But I'm based in the UK and the winter that we're already into is absolutely horrible. So very often golfers are getting to the driving range, and nowadays lots of driving ranges have got technology for to use. Top Tracer, TrackMan range, and one of the things they'll all give you is the launch angle. So if you're somebody who doesn't do this particularly well, what you'll see even on a good strike is that the ball's launched there at 30.1 degrees. My low point's behind, which you won't necessarily see on your tech, but look at that launch angle at 30 degrees. So basically, I'm kind of keeping all the loft of the club, I mean, potentially with that 7-iron, maybe just even adding a little bit of loft. But all the best players in the world are de-lofting. And if you can start practicing this position, like I said, counting to 2, 3 on there, you can use that technology to help you see, can I get that launch angle down by delofting the club. And a really nice way of doing it is potentially even setting yourself a little target. So let me hit another solid one. So we're going to get there, move left, turn out the way, 2, 3, and then try and recreate. So again, felt good. 87 mile an hour. Low point, 2.7 inches ahead. Clubs travelled down 3 degrees and launching at just under 17 degrees. So for me personally, if I'm practicing on technology, I'd set myself a target and say, could I do that exaggerated enough that I could get that under 15 degrees? Now, it'd be really exaggerated. But the nice thing is, the more of this I get into impact, the lowest point of the swing's moving forward, so the club's travelling down, and as I'm delofting the club, I'm getting more ball speed as well. So I'm going to hit the ball better, and I'm going to hit the ball further. So let's go 3 swings. See, within 3, can I get under 15? So I'd want to feel really exaggerated. 3. So club head speed, good. Ball speed, fantastic. Low points move further ahead, but launch angle at 16.1 is a fail. Now again, I'm not worried here about how far the ball's going. This is all about, can I achieve what I'm setting out for? So that, I didn't manage it. Okay, so again, 1, 2, 3. That felt a bit more exaggerated, but it wasn't, which is where the tech is great for giving you some feedback. So another fail. Right, one last go. We've got to feel really exaggerated. 2, 3. And I definitely don't feel I can get there when I'm swinging the club at that speed, but that's what I want to try and feel. So again, club head speed, good. Ball speed, great. Low point further ahead. Clubs travel down more. Launch angle not getting down to where I want, but the distance is huge there. So, like I said, I think it's great to set yourself a little task. So even though I didn't achieve what I was trying there, the quality of the ball striking went up. The speed actually went up a little bit, but the ball speed went up a lot. And as a result of that, the distance was longer. So we're going to set up again, 3 seconds in that impact position, 2, 3, and then pull the trigger and try and recreate. Again, felt solid, great club head speed, love the ball speed, low point ahead, so the club's travelled down, launching at 21.2 and carrying at nearly 200 yards with a 7-iron. So like I said, I think it's huge that if you can practice, and I talk about this in all my videos, if you can use some technology to help you, great, because it is more specific on feedback, but you can tell with your eyes if the ball's launching in a better position. Now, what I would say is not enough golfers, in my opinion, practice impact position. And literally 2 to 3 seconds of just rehearsing that, it's amazing once you've rehearsed the feel, how much better you can get at it. And if you can do that with all your shots from off the ground, I guarantee you're going to strike the ball better, hit the ball further, and just generally start loving your golf even more.